space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
In motion right, that's Burks. Prescott to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
The 38-yard line.
2nd and 5. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Colts, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Now Prescott. That'll be complete to Blue. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 7. And the Colts first down.
Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In motion right, that's Burks. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
In motion, left goes Burks.
And again, it's Prescott. He hits Blue. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jaden Blue from 4 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll set up a throw.
That's taken in by Watson.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Down the left sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Gets past one man and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. Throw caught by Ochan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Yeah, they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
70 rings.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards. Center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out to the sideline and make a catch.
Got it. Ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Pickens from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This is 2nd and 8.
Yeah! There we go.
Here's Prescott.
That pass taken in by Burks.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Let's go for the Colts. First down. A gain of 11 on that play. First down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Blue. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 6.
Kill!
Now Prescott going to change the play.
Kill!
2nd and 6.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Prescott now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Kill! 47! Here go 47!
Prescott to throw on 4th.
That is caught.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got a man here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Lamb in motion left.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll try to pick it up himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing, Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane with his second
second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
That'll be complete to Blue. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jaden Blue.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's free at the 35.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Colts 28.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
In motion right, that's Burks.
First down.
Prescott to throw it.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
And Prescott, his third interception.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school.
And all the way in from Miami
Christian Watson. 44 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Colts 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
The play
6.
action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And CeeDee, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. They go with Blue between the tackles. Dances by him.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Count to 60. Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Up the middle, Achane.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run, Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And even with the loss on 1st down, they did a nice job holding on to the football. And they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Colts 42.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
Now Dak is going to mix it up.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Colts 49.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Just need a yard here, second and one.
Brings up second and one.
They'll give her station.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
On the go.
Good for a
70
Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18 caught.
Again, it's Achane. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Najee Harris
from 13-yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 63, Colts 49.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
CeeDee Lamb.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Coconut tree, Lion, ready.
First carry for Najee Harris.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards a carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw.
That is intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to advance to the divisional round. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT.
Well, plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Now the first carry here for the running back.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And Prescott is going to change things up here.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 16-yard line.
Prescott down. And it's caught.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Dolphins 63.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Trying to keep their season alive, down 7 in overtime. They'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's taken in by Watson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll look to throw again.
On the move past the 40.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But we know they need a touchdown here to keep their season going. And on that play, wasting no time to try to push that ball downfield, partner.
Yeah, and even though the season's hanging into balance on this drive, I don't know what you see, but I don't see any fear in the eyes of this offense. They're dialing up big plays, risky throws. They'll do whatever it takes to match touchdown for touchdown. And in this moment, they need to play the best they have all season, and they certainly appear to be ready to rise to the occasion.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown, and now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on third down.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
4 downs to get into the end zone and tie this game. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
Harris is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here.
Right side to Watson.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Of course, this definitely 4-down territory. Gotta have a touchdown on these next 2 plays. Third and goal. They'll try and do this himself.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
6 yards on the touchdown run.
This is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Typical body overdoing it, that's so typical. Turn like a god, that's so typical. Still more, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about